Yo, what up, though? This is clearly no debate. You know, hoodie up, sleeves off. Give y'all my recap of the X Factor versus Jerry West battle, man. I've been behind on my recaps or whatever, man. You know, just a lot of busy stuff, getting ready to move, relocating, a whole bunch of other stuff I just been having going on. So I'm trying to catch up on all my recaps before this week is out. But again, I would like to say thank you all that's been checking out my page. You know, thank you all that's just been showing me love. Thank you all that's just been saying, keep going. And again, I'm just somebody that, just giving my opinion on battles and giving my predictions and my recaps on cards or whatever. So, I'm really not battle rap media or anything like that. I'm just sticking to the battles because, I'm a fan of this shit at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. We got the return of the X Factor, Detroit native. Shout out Detroit. I miss my home, man. Missing my home like crazy every day. But I'm relocated in Texas, so we go see, man. Maybe somewhere down the line I might fuck around and end up moving back to the D. Who knows? But X Factor return. He went up against the ever ready Jerry West. Jerry West always come ready to fight. Always come ready to put on a good performance. Always ready to do his damn thing. And let's start off. Let's start off going over the battle. So round one, X Factor. He starts off, man, and X Factor looked like he never missed a step. X Factor looked like no rust was on him. He was getting busy. He had a couple of crazy lines in this battle. 40 at the roof, talk to the steel. I'm Principal Clark. Everybody know. I can't remember my man's real name, but he played Steel and Juice or whatever, but he also was in Lean on Me or whatever. So that was a crazy line. X Factor had the patience running low, like Alina's cousin line that was crazy. The blood or Crip, red blue pill, Morpheus, kill your line, that was crazy. Uh, he had the jalapeno shit get hot, Jay get silent line. X Factor, he just came ready to fight. Like he came out in that first round just swinging all kinds of power punches. He was styling, he was poised, he had the good crowd control, he was entertaining, he had everything down packed that shows that why he a vet, why he been in the game for so long or whatever. But again, on top of that, he showed no rust, no ring rust at all. He looked like he was poised to most definitely get busy. Jerry West, he comes back. He had the exclusive vodka line that was crazy. Uh, he had the I pushed T to the side and got X again. That was a crazy line. He had the AUX plug him in the whip line that was crazy as hell. Then he had a one line that was crazy as hell where it was like your old girl, yo, what do you say? Your old girl, I'm your old girl's ex before you, or something like that. That was just crazy. And to me, that was a very, very close first round. Very, very close first round. And Jerry West, he came out ready to play. But the thing about Jerry West's first round is how he stopped. He stopped weird in this first round. And I ended up giving the first round to X Factor. I thought X Factor ended up doing really, really well in the first round. He did a little bit more to take that first round away from Jerry West, but it was still a great round from Jerry West. On to round two, X Factor, he comes out, he flips the Jerry West line that Jerry West had against T Will about spit out T, ain't no sugar in this shit. Of course, X Factor comes back with bullet spit out Jerry like time finally caught the mouse. That was crazy. X Factor had a crazy basketball West Coast scheme that was crazy. Of course, he ended up shaking the crowd when he had the URL IP address line that was crazy. And then of course he had The core of my misfits is Rican. It's Murder Ave. Y'all all know, that Murder Ave gang with Cortez rep, Misfit, who is also a battle rapper. She was a part of that. So, the core of my misfit, like that shit was crazy. And he had a crazy Farnsworth Bentley line or whatever. And X Factor, it was like he didn't really fall off. He kept the same energy from his first round. I think in his first round, he had more punches, more solid punches. In this round, the punches was like here and there that he had or whatever, but it was still a solid round. And then to me, I would say that this is the closest round. This is the closest round to me. Of course, Jerry Wess, he comes. He had the timeout screen go black line. He had the new tech. I kept it a secret for years. I'm the Black Panther. He ended up doing the shit with his homeboys. That was pretty dope. One thing I would say about Jerry Wess is he's very animated. He adds his team or his homeboys into some of his bars or whatever. So that's pretty dope. Everybody seen Hitman Holla do it. We all seen DNA and K-Shine do it. So it's kind of different how Jerry Wess does it. Jerry Wess, and I ended up reading one of the comments during this battle that somebody had left a comment on the URL page saying, Jerry Wess is very creative. And I agree. I 100% agree. Jerry Wess is a very, very creative guy when it comes to putting his bars together, how he structures his bars. So, of course, he had that. The Black Panther line, like I said, that was crazy. Of course, he had the try to duck like a food critic line that I ended up having to pull that line back twice. I thought that was pretty good. Then, of course, the go crazy over a little bump like Prime Night. He had the deuce, the deuce waving like SWAT team setting up. Which is funny because in the middle of me, and I bullshit you not, in the middle of me watching this battle, I was also watching SWAT on TV, and the TV show I was catching up or whatever with the Shamar Moore version of SWAT, and there was this one part where they did this right after Jerry Wess said the line, man, and I just bust out laughing, dog. So that shit was funny. Then of course, he had the crazy, beat up your ex, the African drum line, that kind of shook the crowd. So again, this round was very, very, very close. Was very close. And off first watch, I couldn't pick who won. But off second watch, I edged the second round to Jerry Wess. If you have X Factor winning the second round, then I'm not mad at you because the second round is close. The second round is very, very close. But I just thought that Jerry Wess did a little bit more, a little bit more to sneak out that second round over X Factor or whatever. But it was still a good round, not taking nothing away from X Factor. X Factor comes back in the third round. By this time the crowd kind of like lost their energy a little bit or whatever, because some of the lines X Factor was saying, the crowd was sleeping on, and then some of the lines the crowd was catching, but it really wasn't no big reaction. He had the 240s, the 240s Jay Huggin line that was nice. He had the Peyton Kemp assist the 40 line that was crazy. He said something about Jerry Wess living in this Bentley. Like if you sleeping in there too long between a certain time, I think he said between 10 to 7, you're living in your Bentley. So that was funny as hell. Of course, he had the big tech Midwest setup. That to me was a nice line, but the crowd slept on it. The crowd really slept on it. I thought it was a nice line. And then of course he had the capital J hook off line that kind of woke the crowd back up a little bit. But the thing about X Factor's third round was it was beatable. It was beatable. Like, I'm not even gonna front. His third round was beatable. So I was like, okay, let's see what Jerry Wess was gonna do. Jerry Wess started off a little bit slower, then he kind of picked up a little bit. He had the Kal-El, I'm from Krypton. Nobody from my hood no one made it from where I came from or whatever. That was a crazy line. Of course, he had the Chinese cook cats put these pussies in order. That was a crazy line that I like. He had a line where he said something about shooting at X legs and shooting at. He had a line where he said something in the realms of shooting at X legs and it was like an Expedia setup or whatever. That it was at first I missed it and then I had to pull it back, but it was a crazy line once I pulled it back. I wish I could remember it or whatever. He had the fuck the bro code, I'm about to talk to X shit. And then he had, was setting up one line, and then somebody in his crew had like an oven timer and it went off and he was like that like he said something in the lines of, but I'm still frying you. You know, the crowd went nuts or whatever. And then he had the exfoliate knock Black head clean off. That was crazy. Then he had the choke Loki to death. I'm Thanos line. That was real crazy because it was like he played on a choke, and his homeboy like, man, is you choking low key? And he was like, to death, I'm Thanos, you know. So that was a crazy line. And to me, because X Factor's third round was beatable and it wasn't as strong as his first two, I give the third round to Jerry Wess. I thought Jerry Wess did enough to steal this battle. And for me, I have it 2-1 Jerry Wess. If you have it 2-1 X Factor, I'm not mad because the second round is very close. The second round is very close, like no front. The second round is very close or whatever. But me personally, I just thought that I thought Jerry Wess did a little bit more in the second round to steal the second round from X Factor or whatever. But again, if you got X Factor 2-1, because to me, this battle is debatable. And the battle was fucking fire. Scale to 1 to 10, I give this battle an 8. So most definitely it has mad replay value. I mean, the punchlines were there, the bars were there. You know, they both was getting busy, man. Again, you know, the crowd kind of tailed in, took the energy away in the third round, but it's most definitely worth the watch. It's worth the replay value. It's worth just sitting back, chilling, and enjoying it. And again, if you got X Factor winning 2-1, I'm not mad. I got Jerry Wess winning 2-1, but again, I edged the second round to Jerry Wess or whatever. And then, like I said, X Factor, it was like he kind of took his foot off the gas or whatever in the third or whatever. He still has some shit, but his first 2 rounds was just X Factor's first 2 rounds was just crazy. Jerry Wess, you know, it was like he did a little bit more extra punching to dig out the win or whatever in the third round for me. So on a sad note, I would like to say this. I most definitely would like to see X Factor again. You know, X Factor again. This is a Detroit native talking to another Detroit native. Come back, bro. Like, you did your thing, man. You did your thing. I most definitely would like to see Jerry Wess on the stage again. Jerry Wess has always been entertaining for me. Only battle that I really couldn't get with was the Tech 9 battle. I don't know what was up with that battle. I mean, it was like you won, but it was like anyway. But then I ended up listening to a little bit of the Angry Fan interview. I didn't listen to all of it, but I did listen to some of it. Shout out to Caps. X Factor was going off on Tech 9. I would like to see X Factor versus Tech 9. I would like to see X Factor versus Tech 9, man. That's just me or whatever. But at the same time, I do know X Factor and K-Shine was supposed to battle, and the battle never happened. So X Factor, like, low key, you got 2 battles that's already lined up. You know, you could do the Tech 9 joint, and you could finally get K-Shine or whatever. So I think it'd be a good look if you was to take on K-Shine or whatever. I think it'd be a good look if you took on Tech 9. But if you had to choose, I probably would go with K-Shine first over Tech 9 or whatever. But that's just me because K-Shine is more active. K-Shine has been getting busy. K-Shine been in his bag. And I think that will be somebody that will most definitely test your pen and bring the best out of you or whatever. As for Jerry Wess, man, honestly, I would like to see Jerry West versus Mike P. I think that would be a good battle, man. Jerry West versus Mike P. or uh, Jerry West. Let me think. If not Mike P, not Mike P, probably Jerry West and Glue Easy. I think it would be a good battle. I think it'd be a good battle or whatever. I'm kind of thinking that they probably battled before, but I got to do some research or whatever. I got to make sure, I get that right or whatever. But again, this battle was crazy, man. So shout out to the both of y'all, man. Shout out X Factor. Shout out Jerry West, man. So this is just the end of my recap or whatever. Oh, one more thing I want to say, Jerry West. The kung fu grip move, man, that shit was hilarious. That shit was fucking hilarious to me, man. That shit was funny as hell. But anyway, again, I enjoyed the battle, man. I'm telling you, if y'all haven't watched it, check it out. It is worth watching, man. So y'all know who it is. Y'all know what I do. Clearly no debate. I'm out of here next time. Peace.